It created essentially this community which brought them all together.
Research is not a word one might typically associate with architecture.
A sustainable way of living.
But for U of M honor students Kelly and Robert, it has been an important part of their undergraduate education.
Research helps the undergraduates primarily by giving them an opportunity to work in hands-on, real-world situations.
Using these circulation elements.
For any architect, developing relationships with clients and community members in the area where they are designing projects is important, and Robert and Kelly are having a chance to do that as undergrads, like in their work on the Door of Hope project.
Door of Hope focuses on providing housing, long-term housing for homeless people, and they focus specifically on those who they'll never be able to provide themselves housing.
Every student in their class met with representatives and clients from the group and came up with designs that could be used for new housing.
We used their ideals and beliefs in order to develop a built structure all the way from theoretical design into construction documents and the whole depth so that the project could actually be built.
I guess it all starts out with going out into the community and talking to the client.
Being able to have a real client with real needs and a real issue that hit home to a lot of our students. The Door of Hope project really gave us that experience.
And the other side faces the harbor.
But meeting with clients is just one aspect of the research that they have done, since architecture is not just about studio work.
So that in the summertime you don't have.
Robert and Kelly have been able to work with professionals from many different disciplines.
To work with city planners, landscape architects, engineers, the other people, interior designers, the other people that would be involved in projects they will see when they get into professional practice.
Students are then able to take what they have learned in the community back to the studio and apply it to the designs they are working on.
It's really allowed the design to be more useful to an actual client instead of a theoretical abstract. You don't have that direct heat gain.
And they say that the emphasis placed on research and engaged scholarship in the Department of Architecture has benefited both of them.
There's only so much you can learn in a classroom. I mean, once you get out into the real world and start to, realize that once you're working even, that you're going to be dealing with other people, and it's not all about, you're not in a bubble, you're not designing for yourself, you're designing for other people.
You always think of the student as just that, they're that person who goes to class and takes tests and then they graduate and now they're in the real world, and from day one it's been you're in the real world with architecture at this program.
For the University of Memphis, I'm Stacy Thomason, Senior Communications Major.